Blessings to Africa. Yes, blessings everywhere. Green vibes. Alaji, Sela. For Mother Nature.
Obviously, once again, yes, it is time for Talking Film on the YAR FM. On this program, we talk about, obviously, film and the creative industry in Zambia, your favorite shows and films as well. We reveal celebrity secrets and behind the scenes, as well as tell you where to get the necessary skills in film production. And obviously, hosted by YAR FM and SOTAMBE Film Institute, we are bringing you guests from the front and behind the camera as well. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that there are parents out there whose children wants to study film. But as a parent, obviously, you get to think, is this something that my child will actually get employed on? Will they sustain their living and so on from somebody that is in film production and so on, okay? Now, today's guest, okay, is somebody, some people might not be seeing that often and so on. Today's guest has been in the media industry for a very, very, very long time. Okay, we'll see just more details about that, how long that has been. We have Musenge Mulimba, who is a ZNBC reporter with us on Talking Film this afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I am pretty good. Just get a little bit closer. We want to hear much more today. You're not in the background today, not in the background today. Martina as well, you're here with us. How are you?
Fine, thank you very much. How are you?
I'm feeling good. So the country is going through a mourning period right now. Yeah, it is quite a sad moment. And obviously our condolences go through to the first family obviously, but the whole country is in mourning, and obviously that is mourning the fourth president rather, that is Mr. Rupia Bwezani Banda. Talking film, getting back to you, Musenge, before I even get to any other question that my producer's given me on the script, just how long have you been in the industry?
Oh, well, if we count it from 2011 to
11, from 2011, yeah, about 11, somewhere there.
Around 11 years.
Okay.
It hasn't been too long. It's not very, 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 very long.
Okay.
But yeah, it's only 11 years.
Wow, that's some experience you've garnered right there.
Yes, still learning. It's an industry that requires one to like learn every single day.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about your everyday job at ZNBC. What do you do there?
Well, I'm a reporter. I'm a newsroom reporter. Sometimes I do radio. I present sports programs on radio, and once in a while, I used to do TV a lot, but not anymore. I used to present Morning Live then, when we still had it. Then I did a bit of Newsline, then quite a Good Morning Sports.
Okay.
So those are some of the programs that I used to present. Sorry.
Okay, that sounds a little bit of everything. So you mentioned reporting, then presenting a show, and okay, that's a little bit open. But then, do you also produce some shows and programs?
Yeah, when you're given an opportunity to do so, because you know there are certain programs that will require you to be a producer. For instance, if Quite a Good Morning Sports, you need to produce someone. So meaning you need to help with content and script writing, and yeah, all that. For you to just come up with a certain program, yes, you have to produce it.
Okay.
And I did that with Kwacha. I did that with Morning Life. Yes.
Interesting. Just how big is the production team on an average day or an average show like the ones you've mentioned? Maybe like Quite a Good Morning or Northern News.
Well,
how many people are needed on the whole set?
For Northern News, it's a newsroom production.
Okay.
So a lot of people involved are from the newsroom as the reporters, but obviously you have a director there, and the camera people are there to actually film it, because it's a live program, and you have people from technical, you know, those doing sound, those doing lights, and it just involves a lot of people. It's a whole crew altogether. I think if you were to count, it's more than 10. It depends on the program that you're doing, because as an NBC we also do football as well. We cover football, and that requires a lot of them.
Just tell us how many people
It
are
can go beyond
required.
20.
20.
Yes. On one production. One production.
Okay.
That's football.
Just run down a little bit of the tasks that are happening at the football match. As we are watching, like how we cameraman, you know, and stuff like that. What
Obviously,
really
we all know that
Yeah.
it requires camera people.
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
you have cameramen there, and you have people doing the commentaries, and you have people doing sound. There are people that are fading picture, those that are actually balancing picture. So it's a whole crew altogether.
This is like a live movie happening at the, at the moment.
Yes, if you put it like that. You know, football, yes, is sports,
Mhm.
but if you were to put it together or put the crew together, it's the same crew that does film as well. Because, you know, a production, as long as it's going on TV, it requires almost the same people that will work on a film and on a TV production. For instance, on a TV program, for instance, news, or if it's football, or it's just an entertainment show. So
Okay.
it still requires the same people that are qualified to do that job.
Talking about qualifications, we're talking film, obviously, with YAR FM and SOTAMBE. SOTAMBE Film Institute is coming through with teaching people about film production and so on. Just how important do you feel it was for you to have or to learn these particular things? Then this is in comparison to other people out there who own cameras and feel like I can do your job.
Well, it's you need to understand the equipment that you handle team. Okay, it's not something that you can wake up today and say, okay, today I'm going to film a movie.
Yeah.
Obviously, the quality that will come from someone who has never been to school and the quality that will come from someone who's been to school are two different things, because it involves a lot of things. For instance, you need to script write. It needs to sync for you to have the whole thing, to come up with the whole production. So you just don't wake up today and say, okay, what am I filming today? Okay, I'm filming this, then you just put them together without it syncing to come up with one production. So I feel there's a whole lot, there's that gap. So no wonder it's very, very, very important for someone to actually go to school. If you have the passion, for instance, for film, like if you look at film industry in Zambia, it is something that's growing. We have, I think, we've seen how Mpali has suddenly become one of the most popular or favorite soaps among Zambians. But I mean, we are getting there bit by bit, but we need a lot of people to actually have the passion for filmmaking and have the qualification on top of it, because it's not an easy thing. Look at where Nigeria has come from. I mean, you and I have been watching Nigerian movies since, I don't know. And if you now compare the quality that we used to watch way back and now, I think there's a huge difference. And if you, my opinion, probably it was job and training then, but now they went to school, and look at the quality that they are giving us now, and look at where their industry is.
Okay, where do you think our local producers are missing it? Okay, when it comes to we know there's the qualification part and them learning and so on and so forth, but you being somebody from ZNBC, and obviously ZNBC is perceived as the mother of media in the country and so on, so obviously there are a lot of productions that come through to ZNBC. What these productions that come through, any notable things that you would say this your program will not air or might be rejected by the station because of this and this?
Tim, you know, ZNBC has a lot of departments that deal with such things, and we have people that deal with films whereby you take them to them, they're looking at, but obviously something that I can comment right now is probably the quality. You need to have proper quality for you, for probably you to pass that test. But I'm not speaking on behalf of the corporation, but it's something that coming from
11 years experience.
Yes, definitely it's quality that one would look out for.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So people need to work on their quality, and you can only know how to use certain big cameras when you are taught to use them. Martina, this is, it's actually great to know there are many people who need to produce a show, or I think she was talking about, she was mentioning live sports earlier on, football and so on. That means that there is an urgent need, obviously, as she's mentioned, for qualified professional filmmakers. Okay, Martina, maybe you can share more details on where to get the necessary qualification right here. In case we have mentioned SOTAMBE Film Institute. Yeah, where can they get it, and what are some of the things that are being taught at the institute?
Okay, I'm very happy for this discussion, and thank you, Musenge, for coming through.
Yep.
Because as she mentioned, what I think is that a lot of parents feel that when the children are studying film, they won't find employment. But look at what she's mentioned, just one soccer match, and you need about 20 people, crew of 20 people who are qualified, who know what to do, who are able to work as a team. And for you to work as a team and know what to do, you really have to attend the school, so that you pass through some technical know-how, as well as the same collaboration with the team and with the crew. And we are very happy that SOTAMBE Film Institute is partnering with Zamcom, and we are offering our certificate program in filmmaking, which is accredited by TVETA. It's the first TVETA program in filmmaking in this country, so we are very proud of that. It's a lot of opportunities for youth to actually find the employment or generate their own employment, not waiting to be employed. So the program is a 10-month program. It's a foundation in filmmaking, so they will pass through literally all stages in film production, being it script writing, pitching, directing, editing, camera work, so that once you understand the whole process, you'll be also able to specialize later on. You will say, okay, I want to do editing, or I want to do directing or script writing. So to anyone who is listening, I would really recommend for you to enroll to our institution. The classes are offered in Kitwe here at the Mindoro Community Foundation by SOTAMBE Film Institute, and also in Lusaka by Zamcom.
In case you don't know Martina, this is Martina Mwanza, co-founder of SOTAMBE Film Institute, and she's in big support of film production in the country. In case you don't know, I just say, SOTAMBE, just like that. Okay. Now, on this program, we'd like to tap on other things, not just film. As if you heard my introduction, there's secrets and chan. And obviously, that is for our guest. Yeah, you've been in the industry for a while, and but have you always wanted to be a presenter? What was your childhood dream, if not that?
Tim, I'm coming from a sports background. Dad loved football, and he introduced me to the sports.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And I think from there, I told myself, if I'm not going to be a professional footballer, I'll probably write about the sport I love with all my heart. So for me, it's more like a calling.
Okay.
So I played football for a bit. Decided to go to school to study journalism. That's how come I briefly. I forgot about playing professional football. Then I did journalism, and I started writing about football.
Okay.
Yes. Sports, in fact, in general, sports. I can write anything, but I love sports.
Since you write a lot about sports, just one other thing, just out of curiosity, the girls out there who feel they want to play football and so on, is there a limiting factor out there for them? Is there a lot of opportunities for them to play football internationally and so on? We've seen a few, but is that something they could actually get into?
I must say yes, now compared to the time I was playing football, because during our time, Tim, it was very limited. Yes, we had local teams, but there was no money to start with. I know even now probably women's football is still struggling, but you are given that opportunity to probably, if you are called to the national team and you're playing at the highest level, for instance, the Olympics, like the recent team that represented Zambia at the Olympics. That's a platform that you're given as a female footballer to sell yourself. And you have scouts from all over the world coming to the Olympics looking for players to buy for their clubs. So if someone wants to play football, I mean, it's so open now. It's lucrative compared to the way it was during our time. During our time, I think we had less than 5 people that went to play professional football. But look at it now. We have over 7 professional female footballers in the country. So it's up to the girls that want to play football. You just have to work hard, commit yourself, and remain disciplined.
Okay, work hard, stay committed, and stay disciplined. And we are not talking football.
Yes.
We're back to talking film.
I think the same apply for film though.
Yes, indeed.
You know.
Those attributes she's mentioned are particular things that should people should have in almost every other aspect of the discipline that they want to venture in. But if you had an opportunity, would you still get into media work
I would do it
all over again? Okay.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Yes, it's
You would like to be a banker, a doctor, a lawyer?
A nurse.
no.
Just put one
No,
nurse.
no. You know, just like film, I mentioned, I think, earlier, Team and Martina. This is, you need to do something that you are passionate about. And this is something that I do. It's something that I'm passionate about. And they always say, if you do something that you love, you don't really work. You don't call it work. I'm not going for work.
I'm at work.
Huh?
I'm working right now.
If
But you're enjoying
it's
yourself.
something,
Exactly.
as long as you are enjoying what you're doing,
Yeah.
it's going to be flawless. Trust me.
Exactly what I'm trying to put across.
Yes.
I'm at work right now, but yeah, I'm having this conversation. And this is my official work.
Same as film.
Having fun right
Yeah.
now.
So same as film.
Yes.
So you need to be. It needs to come from your heart. You need to have a passion of something that you're doing. Yes, we all want money, but sometimes not every industry will have a lot of money. Will give you a lot of money. Not everyone can be directors. Not everyone can be CEOs of companies. Okay, but the world is the earth is round. Okay, and it just needs it needs to have certain people in certain places for it to just balance, and that's how it is balanced. Same as film. So for those that would want to do a film, Martina, I think look out for the passion. I think once you have the passion, you come up with a better script, you come up with better stories, you tell the most beautiful stories.
And that's one thing Martina always mentions, passion. What are the other qualifications that come through?
It's just passion.
But what does somebody need to do to get into the school?
Okay, you
Yeah.
just fill out the admission form. Obviously, you can send us your update for certification, your results. However, as Musenge is saying, we are looking for people who are passionate. We really want to work with people who know why they are in there and why they want to study from. So as long as you send us good motivation letter, and we are able to see that you really want to study film, then you are in.
Okay. Just like our two camera man and lady in studio, always passionate about their work. Big up to you guys. Yeah, we're coming to a close of this particular one. But saying before we let you go, your word to would be. I don't want to put one angle to it. Like people that will be in media, especially film works. You've already said passion and so on, but
It requires a lot of patience.
oh, okay.
As well. The Zambian film industry is, can I still say it's still in its infancy? Martina? Can you confirm
Still
that?
there. It's
Before I
still there.
lose a lot of people. Yes, it's still growing, and it will need a whole lot of patience for it to reach where those that love film would want to see the industry be. Like, for instance, if you want to compare it to the South African industry, the Nigerian industry, and obviously America and India and even the British industry, it's patience, commitment. It will require a little bit of investment, especially if you go, you get the training, the necessary training, the qualifications. It's not always that you have to look for a company that's making movies. You can actually start up your own company, which will require patience and a little bit of investment.
Okay.
So I think those are some of that's the only advice that I can give to those that want to do film, but always tell beautiful stories.
All right. That's all we're wrapping it up. Unless Martina, you have something else you need to.
No, I agree with what Musenge is saying.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the patience is there, needs to be there. I think we are on the right track, but at the same time, I think it's time for us to start moving a bit faster, because other countries, look at Malawi, look at Zimbabwe, they are really progressing when it comes to film. They are taking very aggressive approach, and so if we are not moving very fast, we may really stay behind.
Oh, okay.
We cannot, spend another 5 years talking to the film industry in infancy, which we've been doing for the past 10 years. We are talking about the same thing. So this is just a call to everybody to come and join the film school. Whether you are already practicing filmmaker or you are just somebody with a passion who wants to venture into the film industry, attend the film school. Let's do the right thing. Let's be professionals and let the opportunities come and find us, because opportunities are coming. We had so many guests in here. International opportunities are coming to Zambia, but the problem right now is that there's no structure. So if we don't move fast, we may miss those opportunities.
Okay. That's how it is. That's how we're wrapping up Talking Film with YAR FM, obviously powered by SOTAMBE right here. Our guest has been Musenge Mulimba from ZNBC, reporter, producer, sports anchor, former footballer, and many other things.
It's a whole lot of a TV, yeah?
Yeah. What's the team you support though, locally?
I can't disclose.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
Internationally?
I'm a Man U fan,
Are we winning tonight?
definitely.
How many? Prediction?
Probably 2-1 because of that defense and that defender
Yeah.
I don't want to mention.
Okay. I'm predicting 3-0 though.
I hope so.
Yeah, in favor of Manchester United. If we start football, it won't end. So we gotta go and catch us again next week. Talking Film on YAR FM, 16 hours every Tuesday. Later.